Namaste, I'm Amma. Thank you for joining us today on our YouTube channel, What About Nepal? Today we're talking everything about transportation that we could think that you might need to know for your travel to Nepal. But if I missed anything, please leave it in the comments. I'll comment on it, or maybe we'll do part 2. Who knows? But anyway, I hope you enjoy it. We've got from walking to flying and everything in between. So come along, hope you enjoy it. We have a very small airport for being international with only one runway. Before you get out of the airport, it's a good idea to stop by the mobile phone store. You'll go right past it, so stop by and get your phone card. It's only 200 rupee, or about $2. There are actually 2 big corporate stores there, Incel, privately owned corporation, and Namaste, or the NTC, government network. Incel tends to work better outside the valley. First, after you arrive and get your visa issue taken care of, go outside and turn to the right. If you walk to the end of the building, you'll come upon a major bank's ATM. You should be able to take out 25 to 35,000 rupee per pull, which would cost $5 per pull, plus whatever your bank charges you. Many guest houses offer guest pickup at no charge, so it pays to book your first few nights online. If they have a car, they can usually provide a ride at no charge. But if they don't have their own car, they can arrange a car for you at a good price. If you need a taxi from the airport, you can walk right across the road, look directly across from the airport arrival exit to the flat rate taxi service. Stay tuned to the end because I want to tell you about the newest form of transportation in Nepal. The buses do service the airport, which is fairly new expansion. However, they get crowded, and it may take you to another place altogether, and they take a long time. Speaking of this safety issue, get into the habit of taking a picture of the taxi or bus driver's license number. They're posted on the windshield. And taxis all have yellow rooftops. Not that you're going to get mugged or anything, but traffic can be a bit hectic and it's easy to leave something behind. Another reason to get good traveler insurance policy for your trip. You can click on the link in the description to shop on our very easy to use travel insurance platform. They have the guaranteed best rates too. This app, if you ever need the police, and call this number so there will be someone who speaks English. The Nepali police are excellent, kind, and very helpful. The cars drive on the left side of the street. So we walk on the left side of the road, and then when you cross, be sure you look to the right and then the left before crossing. A very common street accident in Kathmandu is the act of getting out of a bus. Motorcycles zip by in all directions, and every week people step off a bus only to get run over by a motorcycle. Also, be careful when opening the door when you get out of a taxi. It's really best to carry a map with you so you can make sure you're on the right bus. The pronunciation is impossible, so it's best to show it in writing or on a map. There are actually a couple of aspirated sounds in the Nepali language would make it very easy to be misunderstood. Tourist buses are easy to find and quite nice, and some even have an onboard toilet. Your trekking guide or guest house manager can provide you a ticket for the tourist bus, domestic air travel, adventure activities, or even a shared car or private car to take you sightseeing to any destination in Nepal. I strongly suggest you use the tourist bus service or private car rather than a public bus. If you still want to take a public bus, you will be well advised to try to get a bus that looks to be well maintained. Buses travel throughout the Kathmandu Valley and it's pretty easy to use them. Although it's only 15 to 35 rupee within the Kathmandu Valley for the bus fare, luggage will cost you a little bit extra. There are no transfers or discounts available. I suggest you ask someone around you how much the bus fare should cost. The local buses are fine for traveling around the Kathmandu Valley, but I strongly suggest you take a tourist bus or private car outside the valley. The public bus drivers are often overworked. There used to be a big problem with drunk driving with the public buses, but the police are checking buses regularly now and strictly enforcing alcohol laws. At each stop along the way to rural parts of Nepal, you'll find people selling bottled water, fruits, and local snacks. There is a decent buffet about halfway to Chitwan on the tourist bus route that the tourist buses stop at, but I check to see if your public bus will stop there. Also, for women, you might want to consider a female urinal straw. You can make one or buy one, but the public buses just often stop just on the roadside and don't wait very long. Crossing the street takes a certain amount of bravery in Kathmandu. It's great to see the pedestrian bridges and traffic police, but it's still pretty scary. If at all possible, do use the pedestrian bridges. Otherwise, you need to cross at the crosswalks. I wait for others to come and I cross with them. Yes, you can stick your thumb out in the Western style, but notice the hand gesture here. If you want to catch a bus outside of the city, you just need to stand on the same side of the road as traffic and use this hand gesture. Unless the bus is in tour, they'll usually stop. Just yell out the destination to confirm you're getting on the right bus.
That's good.
Whether to meter or negotiate, that's a big question people have. The meter price is 53 rupee per kilometer, or about 50 cents, which would be fine if it wasn't for the traffic issue. It can literally take an hour to just go 5 kilometers sometimes. And even on a good day, it takes over an hour to go from the airport to Chongunarayan, less than 20 kilometers away. To give you an example, the price of petrol is 110 rupee per liter, or about $5 a gallon. The roads are in extreme disrepair in many areas throughout Nepal and even in Kathmandu, so car maintenance can take a big chunk of the profit. I generally prefer to negotiate and allow the driver to earn a bit. That being said, it's one of the best paying jobs in Nepal, so don't let them make you feel sorry for them. The Kathmandu Valley has a new app. You cannot call them, but you can find free Wi-Fi all over the valley. Use the app for a ride on a motorcycle or in a car to anywhere inside the Kathmandu Valley. Just download the app Tootle, T-O-O-T-L-E. It seems to be working pretty well for their customers. The drivers need to have an up-to-date registration, which comes with insurance automatically, so they have insurance. It can save you substantially over finding random taxis. You don't even need to tell the app where you are. It finds you via GPS. Rickshaws are available in a few areas: Ratna Park, Tamil, Darbar Square in Kathmandu, and in the Tarai near Chitwan. These guys are great for when you buy too much or it's hot and late in the afternoon. This will cost from about half as much as a taxi. You'll need to negotiate and hope for the best. So I hope that was helpful for you. If I missed anything, like I said, leave a question in the comments. I love to answer. If you have a suggestion for something else for us to make a video about. And as you can see, good reasons, all of them, for getting travel insurance. So click on the link below if you haven't got your travel insurance finished yet. And we'll see you next time.